Hello everyone, this is Zorken, and this entire video is going to be on Discord because it is actually about a bot, a tycoon bot called Discraft. Now, before we jump into things, I just want to say, the poll for the Creepypasta War Season 2 storyline, this is what it looks like right now, so, I mean, it is still a couple of weeks, before the poll will end, but it does look like we're going to get a Season 2, because the only person that has said no is me, and that's just because I have to react with both the rules so that both of the things can stay up. So basically 4 people have said yes, no one has said no, so that'll be fun. But anyways, let's jump straight into things. So this first video for the Discraft tutorials will just be nothing too crazy, just basically just giving you the basic idea of what to do when you start. And so what you can do to start, you can actually, here you can do help, and the default prefix for Discraft is 1. Oh. Yep. Everyone is just, they don't even know it, but they're going to be on YouTube. So as you can see, 1 start will start your thing, and since I've already got an account, or an inventory, or whatever you want to call it, it gives me an error message because I can't start twice, obviously. Now to view your inventory, you can do many things. You can type profile with the 1, of course. You can do the profile alias, which is PFL. You can type inventory, or you can type INV. I do INV because it's simple. This is my inventory. I mean, nothing much to it. Now, I would say an easy way to start off is by typing vote or 1v, and then voting for the bot, and then when you come back, you can do a command called vcheck or vote check, and it will check if your vote is registered, in which case, if you did vote, it will either give you an error message if you already voted, in my case, or it will give you vote rewards, which are, I mean, it kind of says here, it's a legendary loot box, an XP boost based on what league you are, and more on that in a second. We'll talk about leagues in a bit, but not right now. And when you vote, you get the loot box, of course. You can also do a command called 1 daily, and I did it just now, but let me look at my inventory again. So, can you see those? Those are not ender pearls. In Discraft, they're called Tavern Tokens. And each token, let's say I do Tavern Spin, I'll just type Tavern Spin, it will basically reward me with some random thing. In that case, I got 17,000 rubies. You can also do a command called Tavern Spin All. That will roll all of the tokens you have on you. And yes, as you see there, sometimes you can get some tokens back. That's actually, I believe, a roll where you get 2 tokens out of 1, so you have like a chance to, roll double, which is pretty nice. But basically what you do here is you just tavern spin until you run out of tokens. And as you can see, you get a lot of stuff from it. Obviously, I'm in Pearlescent League, and when you start out, you're not going to have a league, so the rewards for me are going to be a bit higher than when you first start out. But, yeah, now what you can do, you can go shop, key. I would do Lapis if you're if you've advanced in the game quite a bit, because you need rubies for a lot of other things. But at the start of the game, you might not really have that much lapis, so it's okay to do ruby. Now, oh gosh. Yeah, let's move to another channel. Yeah, no. Okay. Now, if... just pretend you didn't see that. That's just a thing about an ancient loot box, which I'll get to in a different video, but not right now. It's honestly just kind of complicated. I'm not going to reveal the secrets. No, if Af or Avo is watching, don't worry. But I am going to talk about badges or something. But anyways, when you first start out, you will have nothing but a wooden pickaxe. And I'm just going to quickly switch to... Okay. I'm going to... No, it's a wood axe. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah, they're just talking about the ancient loot box, don't worry. Okay, no, we're moving. But you will have nothing but a wood axe, so I'm going to kind of simulate this. Now, what you would do is you would go chop. You could also do 1C. And you just... yeah, you just chop. Now, there's a cooldown. I don't know if we're going to get it. Maybe if I do it super quickly. Yeah, there's a cooldown, right? Now, this is basically what you do at the start of the game. Or, yeah, it's basically a game. And what you would do afterwards is sell all. This will sell all of the sellable materials. I'm gonna get more money than I normally would because I've reached... yeah, no, we're going to a private server. Now, eventually you will earn enough coins to buy the next tools. Now, for me, I'm going to... no, what is it? Store Guardian, I think, would be my next locked set. So, basically, you can't buy, like, the more expensive tools immediately, because you have to have all 3 tools of the previous set before you can buy anything from the next set. And that is an essential thing to know, because if you don't know that, you're going to be really confused. I mean, eventually, like, if you make that mistake yourself, the bot would just tell you that directly, but that is something you need to know if you expect to make progress in Discraft, because if not, well, you're kind of just going to be stuck at wood, and you're not going to be able to advance at all. Now, there's something else called... okay, so store is where you buy all the tools. So there's wood, tools, stone tools, gold, iron, diamond, and it's in order of how you, would buy them. Now, after a while, after dark matter or exotic, eventually you will not be able to switch to your tools, which you can do, by the way. Switch neon. Oh, I don't have a neon. I'll just say switch dark matter, pickaxe, switch radioactive shovel, which I had before. That's how you switch your tool. And repair is your tool, but I haven't damaged any of my tools, so I can't show you that. Basically, you have to repair your current tool before you can switch to another one. I can't show you that, of course, but you do have to do that. Now, eventually, there's going to be a point where you have to enter the Nether, the End, the Galactic Dimension, the Deep Sea Dimension, which you can't enter until Prestige 6, but whatever. So you won't have to worry about that until you are Prestige 6. Now, if we look in my inventory, you'll see that I have 50,000 emeralds. Now, I actually do not need any of the emeralds, so I will just sell them. But do not do this, okay? Don't do this at the start, because you need all the emeralds you can get. And the reason why is because if we do one villager, you'll see, oh, it's all the dimensions in Discraft, except the overworld, because you don't need a portal for the overworld. But yeah, basically, if we do one craft, this is where you can craft all of the different portals. And you need materials, obviously, to craft them, and you get the materials from the villager. So if we do, like, villager nether, the nether category, well, we see obsidian, we see flint and steel. The prices are going to be different for you, by the way, because I am in a clan that has an upgrade that makes the prices cheaper for me. Again, I will talk about that more in my clans video, but this is just a basic idea. So, obsidian, it sells obsidian. You need 14 of that for the nether portal. You need 1 flint and steel. It sells flint and steel. Now let's say we do villager end. It'll sell us the materials to make an end portal. Obviously, you need 12 of each, and it sells that. So yeah, basic stuff, but you guys do need to know it if you haven't played this before. Next up is the shop, which is different from the store. The store is where you buy the tools. The shop is where you buy the other stuff. So shop extra is probably the category you're going to be going to the most. Let me do this real quick. I'm actually going to save this footage for another video, because I believe this is my 7th mini-boss, and I'll get more into why that is significant in a later video. But yep, sure enough, okay. I'm going to save that footage, but just know we don't have to talk about this until the video about it. So there's an auto drill. What does an auto drill do? Well, an auto drill, if we do cool downs, or CDS is the alias for it, the auto drill is running for me, and it has 2 hours and 29 minutes until it expires, and I have to buy another one. Now, basically, an auto drill will basically mine for you. I think it's like every 20 seconds it mines once, and yeah, every 20 seconds it mines once, and then it will give you the resources once it's done. Well, it gives you the resources gradually. Now, there's the infinite tool, which I never use because it's honestly kind of useless, but the infinite tool basically, if you use it, it will make your tool unbreakable for about an hour. But the thing is, there is an enchantment called Unbreaking 5, and if you manage to succeed in putting that on your tool, it basically becomes permanently unbreakable. So if you can afford Unbreaking 5 on a lot of your stuff, you really won't need to buy it. But now there's TNT, and so there's something you should know. If I did shop extra TNT, hold on, if I did shop extra TNT, so that will buy 1 TNT, I would say 5 for if I wanted to buy 5, but this will just buy me 1, and I believe, yep, I'm in the Galactic Dimension right now. If I type the command 1 TNT, which will explode the TNT, then it won't work, because in the Galactic Dimension you need 5 TNTs to explode it once. So if I buy the other, hold on, I'm actually going to switch to the overworld, and I'll switch to a pickaxe that actually works in it. the overworld needs 1 TNT. Only 1, right? Because it's the starting dimension. Bruh, I'm in the overworld. I'm in the overworld. Was I not? Okay. Well, yeah, so the TNT works, and something to note is if we go to the cooldowns, it is now 2 minutes and 52 seconds until I can use it again. Basically, doesn't matter how good you get, TNT will always have a 3-minute cooldown in between use times. So, yeah, and if you want to know the required amount of TNT for each dimension, I'm actually gonna put it down here. I also took a few screenshots for the people that play in this server, because not all of them are part of Affluent Productions, so they don't, yeah. I also added this, which is about the bosses. I'm gonna add something else now. I'm gonna say, what is it? I'm gonna say, oh yeah, TNT required for each dimension. So we'll do a little POW thing, and we'll say TNT amounts, and then another kapow thing. Now we'll say overworld 1 TNT, nether, you need 2 TNT to explode, the end dimension requires 3, the galactic, as you all saw, requires 5, and then the deep sea dimension, which I've actually prestiged high enough to see, requires 8. So there we go. Now, there's also, I'm going to switch back to my radioactive shovel. There is one more thing which I think I might talk about. No, I'm going to talk about the leaks in a different video. Because there's a lot of stuff to this bot, as you guys can probably tell. But I will talk about prestige. So prestige, for me, I can't do it right now, obviously, because if I could, I would have. But as you can see, I'm prestige 10, and oh. Okay. Because I just want to show you guys what it looks like to prestige normally. Yeah. So he typed RQ as well. You don't have to do that. Yeah. So Skit is, Affluent Idols. I call him Skit. He's prestige 4, and he needs to be level 200 to prestige. Now let's quickly do, I think it's help guide prestige. Bruh. It is help guide prestige. What? Okay. Well, I guess we can read this real quick. When you prestige, you lose all of your items except event tools, donated tools, crystallized fireplate, blah, 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 and all of that stuff. So basically, it's like starting over, except you do have some boosts. some slight boosts. And see, if you're part of the Affluent Production server, you will have access to all this info. But let me find the section about prestiges. Okay, so at Prestige 1, you have to get to level 100 to Prestige. At Prestige 2, you have to get to 125, so basically it's slightly harder as you prestige more. And of course, nothing else is required other than the levels. However, once you get to Prestige 10, and I think this is outdated because you don't need levels, you just need sponges once you get to Prestige 10. Once you get to Prestige 10, there will be bosses, which I'll cover in another video, but rather than getting to a certain level, now you just have to fight the bosses to Prestige. That's essentially the concept behind that. And basically, the more you prestige, the better perks you get. So if I do boosts, I earn money 4.5 times as fast as someone without a prestige would. I earn XP 3 times as fast as someone without a prestige would. Enchantments are 100% off, so they're free for me. I donate more gold to my clan, I earn more rubies, and my mini boss spawn chance is a little higher. Now, I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff in designated videos, which I will focus more on different topics, but this is just the basics video. So what I would do, is my cooldown ready? Yeah, it is, okay. What I usually do is I just buy 5 TNT, and then I explode it, I sell all, and that's a lot of stuff. And I check my inventory. Loot boxes, it depends on the league, but for me, one common loot box costs 1 key to open, so I'm just going to use all of the common loot boxes, and you get stuff from that. You even get emeralds, so you might want to be opening your loot boxes. Oh wait, whoops. There's one more. And you just basically get, like, a bunch of stuff if you do that, right? And getting loot boxes you can get from the tavern spin, or if you are mining, you have a chance to randomly find one. The rarer the loot box, the less of a chance you're going to find it while mining. Auto drill also works for that too. And another thing is the mini boss, which you saw me do. It has a chance to pop up. You can accept or deny it. If you accept it, you have 20 seconds to solve a random math equation, and if you get it right in those 20 seconds, then you'll be rewarded with a lot of the material of the pickaxe or the axe or the shovel that you're using, and then you'll be able to sell it and you'll earn a ton of money. So mini bosses are really good, basically. But mini bosses and bosses I will go over in more detail on a different video because there's actually more to them. But that is it for now, pretty much. See you guys later.